So I'm back at the Mason-Dixon line 2 days later. Just signed the log that's in that little mailbox because when I showed up the other day, Pocket Spork and Elf were here, or they showed up very shortly after to bring me trail magic. So I didn't have time to sign it, or I just forgot. I gotta pay attention to where I'm going. But anyway, it was a fantastic stay with Sula. I'll tell you about it more in just a minute because I gotta find a place to pee. I should have peed one more time before I left the hostel. So I'm back a few miles later. Everybody was catching up to me with a little tramley. So I always try to be mindful of pulling out this camera when there's people around, or this phone. But anyway, we had a great stay in Cascade, Maryland, and stayed at a lovely hostel, Sunflower Cottage, and it fits because the owner, Sula, is like a big ray of sunshine. She is so kind and generous and loving and nurturing and just all the things that you want in just someone who's taken you off trail to literally live in their own home. She shares her home with hikers. Of course, we pay to do that, but it's a little bit less conventional in the sense that, you know, she's right there sitting in her living room with us and doing her own thing. And she's quite the artist and hula hoop. I don't know what you call it, not dancer, but she's amazing. And I'll share some videos. And she pulled out one of her big hoops for everybody to try. I did not, because I do not like performing in front of people with things that I know I'm going to fail at. So it was fun to watch everybody else. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Look at that.
Woo! Everybody else. But I feel great after the 4-state challenge. Surprisingly, it was not as hard as I thought it would be. I think just because the elevation loss and gain was, I mean, it was, 7,000 feet, I think, total gain, and whatever it was, loss. And the rocks, oh Lord, the rocks in the last 1.5 miles were horrendous. But all in all, it wasn't so bad. And I woke up and thought I could hike again if I had to. So that was good.
Hell yeah. What?
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 Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is freaking sick. That's so awesome.
Yeah, so I do
What?
that kind of stuff.
Wow.
You're a freaking beast.
That's amazing.
You're swinging that thing around your neck.
Yeah.
I stop here and use the privy and not many people.
Rainy day on the AT. Having to keep my phone under my umbrella to keep it from getting soaking wet. But it's been a good day. We've got, I thought they were maybe right behind me. Pocket Spork and that crew are behind me. Untouchables ahead of me. We're heading to a barbecue restaurant that Dr. Pepper, ever the trail or town food connoisseur, found. Less than a half-mile off trail, so that sounds really good right now. Making sure my buff is back there. My umbrella keeps knocking it back. But I'm just glad I didn't have to do the 4-state challenge on a rainy day. I don't mind hiking in rain, but it kind of wears on you after a while no matter what. But miles have been pretty cruisy. We've had some little rock scrambles here and there. Rocksylvania. But I hear Duncannon and beyond is the worst. So we got about 80 miles of warm-up. But we're supposed to still make it 10 more miles after the barbecue, 27 total. We'll see how it goes. Good morning from the soggy trail. But at least it's not raining like it was yesterday. Boy, it was a wet one. So after I made my last clip yesterday, I couldn't get my phone open again until I got to camp because it was so wet and my fingers were wet. I couldn't even open it. But we had a fun day. Despite it, we went to a barbecue restaurant about 17 miles in, and it was really good, but they're out of almost everything. So that's just the way they work. They run out of stuff and they close. But I had 3 sides, which were really good, and everybody else had brisket. So everybody was happy. Pocket's work didn't make it. He had fallen on some rocks and just decided to press on. But we stayed at the most bougie shelter ever. Quarry Gap, I think is the name of it. And it was amazing. Very well kept. Even had air freshener and hand sanitizer in the privy. So that was the next level. And just all the touches. They had potted flowers and little decorations everywhere. Skylight games. It was just clean as a fine hotel. So it was a fun place to stay. Untouchable and I pitched our tents on the platforms, which was not fun because snakes don't get along well with tent platforms, wooden ones. So that was interesting. But my tent's not freestanding, but I got it done. And it rained into the night, but today it's just overcast and kind of foggy. I like this kind of weather for hiking. We're going to cover about 24 miles today, and about 17 miles in, the ATC Museum is on the route, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the terrain is short of rocks and going to be pretty cruisy. So, good day ahead. But we had such a fun time. I never even got to talk about our hostel stay in Cascade, Maryland. Sula, the owner, is so nurturing and kind and fun, and we just had a blast. And it was such a good group too. Dr. Pepper decided to do a half-gallon ice cream challenge because Pine Grove Furnace General Store is still closed, so can't do it there. And we visited the local coffee shop, walked around the very small town, played with the hula hoops that Sula has. That was funny, watching everybody try. But great stay. Duncannon will be our next stay, and that'll be about a day and a half ahead beyond this one.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Begins. And they're off.
30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all getting awfully quiet.
There's levels to this game, I guess.
Wow.
That's amazing. 1755.
My tongue is numb.
These shelters in Pennsylvania really bring it. Huge fire pits. Adirondack chairs down there with another fire pit. Looks like a swing maybe over there. Shelters are kind of tiny though. Covered picnic areas. Pretty impressive. I've got 3.5 miles about to the Appalachian Trail Museum. Box out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's check it out. Some kind of log. It's the official halfway point mailbox. Yay. Look at here. Awesome. So there were some day hikers approaching as I was at the official halfway marker. And yeah, it didn't mar the experience, just changed it. They have no idea I'm a through hiker, and they were stopped there and looking at the sign like I was. But really cool. I'm officially halfway. Now I'm over halfway. It's all downhill from here, right? But boy, it's been a hell of a ride. Feels like forever ago that I started, and then in some ways feels like yesterday. Such a rich experience. So grateful for the people I've met, the company I'm keeping, especially right now, and this little tramley bubble, whatever you want to call it. It's just been so incredibly satisfying, and whatever lays ahead, I'm grateful I made it halfway. They don't open until June. It's unfortunate. That is where the half-gallon ice cream challenge officially takes place. I'm glad Dr. P had his chance at the hostel and crushed it. After dropping our backpacks off at the entrance to the museum, we entered and were met with a wealth of information, learning more about everyone from the revolutionary Benton Mackay, whose vision led to the creation of the AT, to Heather Anderson in more modern times, who set the self-supported speed record several years ago. Heather, or Nish, as she's called on trail, is a friend of mine now, so I loved looking at this display of everything she used when she set the record. The children's section of the museum was actually a lot of fun to explore too, but I think my favorite display of the entire day was this one with Grandma Gatewood's memorabilia. Grandma Gatewood, or Emma Gatewood, was the first woman to through hike the entire AT as a solo female. She did it in 1955 when she was 67 years old, and those Converse sneakers, those are what she wore. The museum was definitely a highlight of Pennsylvania, and I highly recommend a visit if you ever find yourself in Pine Grove Furnace State Park. So just now leaving the AT Museum in Pine Grove Furnace State Park because we got vortexed here for a few hours. We went to the Ironmasters mansion because Tadpole, section hiker, told us that they were giving away food that they couldn't get out to hikers fast enough before it went bad. So we went in and ate some of that stuff, which was, like bagels and toast, and then ordered takeout. So that was the fun part, and it took forever. But I ate a sampler platter of complete fried crap, and it was definitely not something I really was even hungry for, but went down just fine. So now we're heading out of the state park. We have about 8 miles to go into camp. I'm on this cruisy, it looks like a bike path near the campground. So yeah, it'll be a late night into camp, or 7:30, 8 o'clock, not too bad, but worth it for a fun experience.